This is Deidre Ann Johnson, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Indian horror movies. Be aware that we rank them according to overall experience and not how scary they are. So please don't blame us if you don't get to see the scariest movies at the very top positions. We hope you will enjoy the movies listed. Let us know your favorite in the comments and make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video again. Number 10. DeMonte Colony. After a night of drinking, 4 friends find themselves stranded due to rain. When one of them suggests doing something thrilling, another friend, an aspiring director, proposes they check out a dilapidated mansion in DeMonte Colony, which is rumored to be haunted. Against their better judgment, the other 2 reluctantly go along with the suggestion. Only later do they all realize they have fallen into a trap that could prove fatal. Number 9. The House Next Door. This is the story about a brain surgeon and his wife who live peacefully in their beautiful house under the mountains. Their perfect life together is disturbed after a family moves into the house next door. The 2 families get along well, despite the fact that the elder daughter develops a harmless crush on the charming doctor. All the camaraderie take a back seat when inexplicable paranormal activity engulfs the neighbors and takes a deadly turn as they get pulled into a horrifying scheme having roots running way into the past. Number 8. Maya. Maya depicts the life of a single mother struggling to make ends meet by acting in commercials. She lives with a friend while also looking for opportunities to act in movies. Meanwhile, she's been avoiding a loan shark for over a week because she missed a payment. Despondent over her situation, she decides to take up a challenge thrown by the director of a new horror film to watch it all alone in a theater at night. She agrees to this, despite a distributor dying mysteriously after trying to do the same. Number 7. Stree. This movie revolves around a strange town in India where the ghost of an angry woman stalks men during the period of a 4-day festival. This ghost, simply referred to as Stree, calls out for men when they are alone and abducts them, leaving their clothes behind. When a local tailor falls in love with a mysterious young woman who says she comes to town only 4 days during the year, his friends are alarmed that he might be falling in love with Stree herself. Coming up at number 6, Bulbul. Set in the late 19th century, this film follows the story of a child bride named Bulbul who is married off to a man much older than she is. 20 years later, Bulbul, now all grown up, is abandoned by her husband and currently the authoritative figure in the ancestral village. Bulbul's brother-in-law, whom she always had a soft spot for, returns home after a long absence, only to realize that there are mysterious deaths happening in the village that are attributed to a witch. Number 5. Lepachappi. Lepachappi trails a young married couple forced by circumstances to spend a few days in a remote village far away from home. The wife, 8 months pregnant, is reluctant to seek shelter as she smells something fishy in and around the isolated house set amidst the sugarcane fields. The next few days unravel the mystery surrounding the house, an uncanny strangeness that poses a threat to her unborn baby. Number 4. 13B. A man experiences a supernatural occurrence at his newly purchased apartment, a soap opera being telecast exclusively on his TV, which shows the future of his family. When things get worse in the serial, he begins to worry that the same might happen to his family. Nearing the top of our list at number 3, Bisaasu. A violinist witnesses a hit-and-run accident where a girl is grievously injured. He comes to her aid and rushes her to the hospital. However, the girl takes her last breath in the hospital while holding his hands. Soon after, he realizes that the ghost of the girl is haunting his house. Why is she there? What does she want? The answers to these questions form the crux of the story. Number 2. Pizza. This film follows the story of a pizza delivery boy who lives with his girlfriend. One day, she tells him that she is pregnant, and he is faced with a dilemma. They decide to marry and save up for a big bash later. But during a routine delivery one day, he stumbles into something creepy that changes his life forever. And coming in at number 1, Thumbard. Set in the early 20th century, the film begins in a village called Thumbard, where a widowed mother lives with her 2 sons. She takes care of a mysterious old woman who keeps the secret of an ancestral treasure that the older boy gets obsessed with. His mother forbids him to even talk about the treasure, as it is cursed. A tragedy forces the family to leave the village and relocate to the city. The mother makes the son promise that he will never set foot in Thumbard again. But the greed for the treasure makes him return to the village after 15 years. And that's when his life takes a turn.